everybody. How's it going? You already laughing at me, Mayla? Yeah.
Alright, what are the shakes? What we do?
Alrighty.
What?
So we got another scary video, another compilation of scary videos for us to watch tonight.
You stop jumping. I can't.
Now, for tonight, we're gonna go back to the newer videos, the newest videos from the 5 channels that I watch, not including all 4 of Chills' videos for the week, just 2 of them, like I usually do.
Right, how about a...
I'm sure I'll get caught up on the others, but before too long. Alrighty.
How about a oval?
Alright.
And we could do this so I could jump here and
Alright.
How about a square?
So, if we're ready to begin, I forgot to read these from oldest to newest. Hold on here a second.
Heart, circle, crescent, triangle, rectangle, oval, square,
Alright.
and star.
That wasn't too difficult to do. Alright, and how about that? We're ending on
You get away from the edge of the desk.
on
Thank
2
you.
Chills videos back to back.
Yeah, I see. You're gonna get the
Oh.
splits. Wow,
Oh, great.
good
What did I
job.
Okay, hold on a
Look at
second. I
you.
just
Not
deleted
even 3 years old, and you-
one of the videos from
That's
my
impressive, babies.
hot my hard key
Yeah,
heroes.
she's pretty party. Yep, we'll strip that off her hand.
Looks like I accidentally deleted the Nuke's top 5. Which will actually be our first video we watch tonight. It's 5 scary videos of ghosts and creepy mysteries. Then we got from top 15s. Top 15 scary videos you 100% can't handle.
Which one?
Then after that we got
8.
13 scary videos that'll keep you awake tonight from Sir Spooks. Then from King Frostmare we got scary videos that might not be explainable. Then the last 2 are from Chills, 11 astoundingly scary videos found online. And watch these scary videos at your own risk.
I just did H.
Okay, so
I just did H.
now I'm just gonna make sure that I'm getting some audio coming in on the video, and so sure that okay, I got it.
Oh, I. Wow. 4J, 4K, 4L, 4. How about?
I apologize about the buffering issues, by the way, guys. I'm sure that now will sort itself out. And also, yeah, I'm also going to be doing this while the baby's still awake because she had a nap earlier and now she's being difficult about falling asleep.
There you go. You're
That's okay though, we love her. Alright.
By the way, look at all that room. And it'll work better.
Alright, so first off, from Nuke's Top 5, the 5 scary videos of ghosts and creepy mysteries.
Yeah, it'll work better if you draw on the paper.
Let's go ahead and put that up. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get going.
It's a little cold.
Top 5 scary videos of ghosts and creepy mysteries. You decide. YouTube user Graham Evans frequently seeks out and films historic locations in his hometown of Denbigh, North Wales. The town dates all the way back to the 13th century, with one of its oldest buildings being the North Wales Hospital, which served as a mental asylum for almost 150 years.
How would it be to live in a location that just has a lot of historic landmarks that are just begging to be investigated.
You tried.
This guy must love his job.
Graham visits the abandoned hospital to capture some footage of the decaying interior. However, that's not all he captures.
Oh, I've seen this video before.
It looks like someone is simply standing in a small open room nearby. But when Graham pans back, there's no one there. Some YouTube viewers think it's a bizarre apparition facing away from Graham. Some think it's a man just standing and watching. And others think it's simply an optical illusion caused by the dark square on the wall. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now this next video comes from a very odd source. It was originally part of a commercial ad campaign for the travel website Expedia, but a very observant Reddit user named INOLOL immediately spotted something very disturbing in the video. Take a look.
Okay, I'm really interested about this one. You know, usually commercials for travel businesses like that don't usually make sure that stuff like that doesn't appear on their commercials.
Now, you probably didn't notice anything, and neither did I at first glance. But watch again, keeping a close eye on the lady in black. Did you see it? We'll take one last look with a close-up on the lady in black and her reflection on the wall. In the reflection, she seems to take a look toward the man and...
Oh, wow.
Could you like to dress, sweetie?
Ooh. I can see why, you know, Expedia missed that. That's something that just, you know, at first glance you just wouldn't notice.
in the video, but her actual body seems to remain completely still. Now, this could be an optical illusion or possibly an editing mistake, but the fact that everything else around her seems to move normally makes it especially creepy. Reddit user Baked Potato posted a bizarre video to the R-Ghost subreddit. He says that years ago his friend Kim toured the haunted Limp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri. Kim recorded a video on her phone that caught something chilling. Now, here I'll quote someone quoting me from this very video's Reddit comments. Did you see it? A shadow figure in a hat seems to appear right in front of a brightly lit window. But when she pans back, nothing there. What makes this video even more compelling is that it was filmed on a very old phone, and Reddit user Baked Potato says that the video can't even be removed from the original cell phone. So it would be very hard to fake. But is it a ghost caught on camera or an optical illusion? Or, to quote another Reddit poster on this thread, is this real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Separation anxiety. paranormal explorer and YouTuber Ricky Velasquez and fellow ghost hunter Nighty travel to a remote location to do a live ghost hunt on YouTube. The building they investigate appears to be a long abandoned log cabin with missing floors and crumbling ceilings. About 18 minutes into their live exploration, they begin to hear something. Ricky and Nighty can hear a low humming sound that almost sounds like the voice of a woman. But it's not over yet.
Pensé que había sido tú, que estabas murmurando o algo.
Ay, Ricky, no.
Seriously creeped out, but positive that they are not alone, Ricky sets up his Kinect camera. He asks the ghostly presence to show itself.
Toma mi energía para que te puedas acercar. Manifiéstate.
Whoa! Oh, wow, okay, there's two there.
Ay, Ricky, Ricky, no, Ricky. Ricky.
Madre, eso es eso, güey. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué putas madres es esas madres?
They watch as what appear to be the terrifying figures of a woman and child holding hands emerge from the pitch black to stare at them. The figures simply stand in the doorway and watch, before silently disappearing back into the darkness. When Ricky and fellow ghost hunter Nighty reach the area and look around with their flashlights, they don't find anything that could explain what they and their live audience just witnessed. Determined to find an explanation, Ricky continues using the Kinect camera.
Yo te ofrendo de mi energía. Manifiéstate, por favor.
Ay, Ricky, no, Ricky.
Now, if you're wondering in this clip why Ricky runs to the opposite side of where the figures seem to disappear, that's because Ricky's Kinect camera is mirrored from what you see in real life. So on the Kinect, when it looks like the figures are moving towards the right side of the screen, they are actually moving to the left.
Ay, Ricky, no, Ricky.
Okay, that's fine.
So, what do you think? Real or fake? You decide. You can watch more of this creepy investigation over on Ricky Velasquez's YouTube channel. Caught on camera. Talented photographer Martin Avejas is not a ghost hunter or urban explorer. He sometimes takes artistic photos of models in abandoned locations and records the photo shoots for his YouTube channel. Martin decides to film a tour of one of his favorite photo shoot locations to show his friends and followers. But the location is an old abandoned decaying church. It didn't go well.
Part 3 of my favorite place to shoot. It's a little dark outside. It's pretty cloudy. It's rained all day today. I'm going to show you guys my favorite place to go. Downstairs.
Why is this your favorite, one of your favorite places to do photo shoots at? This is creepy as hell.
In what I call the Red Room. The Red Room is a place I go once I'm done shooting for the day. Just to kind of...
Is that similar to the Red Wedding? Because we all know what happened then.
Look at pictures, see if I need to retake anything, re-edit anything. I'll show you why it's called the red room. It's pretty cool. When you turn the light off during the day, it's got a nice tint of red. I'll show you. It's a little dark now, but can't see. Come down here, it's peaceful, it's quiet. Oh my god.
The shadowy shape of what looks like a man is sitting slumped down in a chair, all alone in the dark. Startled, Martin turns off his flashlight. But then he turns it back on again just to make sure. The man is now sitting straight upright. He jumps out of his chair and begins to chase Martin.
Oh my god.
Luckily, Martin escapes unharmed. So, do you think this is a paranormal entity lurking in the abandoned church? Or just a creepy homeless man? Let me know what you think.
I don't know what to think with that one. You know, if it was a creepy homeless man, then even a flashlight at that far of a distance would have shown some kind of a feature, like maybe the color of an article of clothing or something like that. But no, that was just a solid black figure.
Ghosts of all sizes. Popular Chinese live streamer Zhao Long, who I featured in previous top 5s, is back in another creepy exploration with one of his friends, Zhao Jin. After a long 4-hour drive to what looks like the middle of nowhere, the live stream starts with the two friends lightheartedly joking around.
哎呦我去啊，这什么花啊？别摸，这玩意儿有剧毒，你不知道啊？戴手套的。五颜六色的东西你不能碰，老师他妈没教你啊！别他妈整，这他妈你二逼呀、这是绝情草，你傻逼似的。绝情草，绝情草，绝情草没事，我就怕绝经。绝，操你妈，个傻屌！
However, the fun doesn't last long. As they begin to explore the empty building, things quickly take a turn for the worse.
咱俩让开车最少得开他妈的4个小时，最少得开4个小时，走。我操你妈的！
Wow, that's like the quickest the quickest paranormal encounter ever.
哎呦我操！我操你妈的！哎呦我操！我操！咋整你们？哎呦我操！我操了！ 咋整你们？没啥着，我他妈吓死了！我操！操，这鞋咋的？这逼玩意儿咋能掉呢？操了！
After almost getting hit by falling glass, Xiao Long and his friend Zhao Jin still dismiss it as a simple, odd coincidence. They continue their exploration through the dark hallways, but soon get another unexpected interruption.
don't need to see a replay of that. Just...
They run outside to safety and Zhao Jin has had enough. After a short break, Zhao Long presses that they should continue their live investigation. When they re-enter the building, their live stream viewers spot something truly terrifying.
哎呦我操你妈呀！这他妈能踩去不？操你妈！我都不敢踩有点儿，这底下是空的。
Did you see it? The two scared explorers did it, but after reading some disturbing comments on their live chat, they make a frightening discovery.
这都是实际曝光的图。哎呦，我操你妈呀！哎呦我操你妈呀！
Whoa, okay, that is creepy. Alright, I'm gonna rewind this back a bit, see if I can see it without the enhanced video.
Their live stream viewers spot something truly terrifying.
哎呦我操你妈呀！ 这他妈能踩去不？
How did their live stream viewers catch that?
操你妈！我都不敢踩有点儿，这底下是空的。
Did you see it? The two scared explorers did it, but after reading some disturbing comments on their live...
我操你妈呀！
Yeah, I couldn't see. Unless they automatically have their... Unless their live stream viewers have their... You know, unless their live stream viewers have their playback automatically set to auto enhanced, I don't see how anyone could have spotted that with regular viewing.
On a screenshot sent in by one of Zhao Long's fans, a tall, pale figure can be seen staring at them from one of the top windows. What makes this even more bizarre is that when they investigate the area where the creepy apparition was spotted, they realize how freakishly tall it must have been.
我合着你怕啥？ 我操你妈！走走走！
But then things get truly bizarre.
Really? Even more bizarre than it already is?
我操你妈！ 我操你妈！我操！我！啊！
Oh, okay.
啊！
Sorry. Oh. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna say this right now, and I just hope I don't sound insensitive or racist or anything like that, but Does anyone else like the way Asian people scream when they're in situations like this?
All that, honey.
I mean, they just put a lot more emphasis on their just utter shock and terror than white people do, or Mexican people do, or African people do. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh because I'm sure that the situation for them was incredibly scary. But yeah, I just gotta point that out, that they really get more into their scary adventures than other cultures do.
But then things get truly bizarre.
我操你！我操！我操你妈！我操你妈！我操！
Like right there, there's nothing in front of him, and he's still just screaming his lungs out.
小叶， 小叶。
Some small dark thing seems to appear out of thin air right before their eyes. And then, just as quickly, it's gone. Terrified, they run out of the building and head home. You can watch Xiao Long's full live stream ghost hunts on his channel on a Chinese live streaming site. The link is in the video description. Room for one more. Now in this next video, there's just a lot going on. Facebook user Rick Wade posted a video on his Facebook page with the description, "Do you see something strange in this video?" He claims that while there was a wedding party going on downstairs, he could hear a female voice coming from an upstairs bedroom. Strangely enough, the voice seemed to be humming. Intrigued, Rick goes upstairs and takes out his phone and starts recording. When Rick reviews his footage later, he spots two chilling occurrences that he didn't notice at the time. First, what looks to be a small child can be seen in the corner of the closet, standing there motionless.
That's a closet? I thought it was a bathroom.
Then, as he pans to the right, we see a quick glimpse of what looks to be the edge of a green dress passing by Rick as he films the bedroom. Rick says that he was alone upstairs and that the closet was empty. The mysterious footage remains unexplained. Thanks for watching. You can submit or suggest video.
Wow, okay, so, yeah. Some good ones. Those are some good ones. Alright. Oh, got a notification. Yep, just from King Frostmare. Alright, so the next one. Top 15s. Top 15 scary videos you 100% can't handle. Another notification? Oh, that's just because I entered a different page. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Oh, hold on. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. all one of you watching right now. Oh wait, that's me.
Number 15. Creepy Crawler. There is so much in nature that not many of us have ever seen before. Such creatures may as well be unknown to us.
Nah. 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 What the hell is that? Just what the hell is that?
I found out something interesting about that song. Turtle Power. That Turtle Power song, remember?
Yeah, I know, but just...
Could this one be both? Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Calligram. The clip shows the transparent amoeba-like body of a tiny creature in the palm of a human hand. The human feeds it something that looks like pollen in a tube. As the creature attaches its circular mouth around the comparably large tube, eating eagerly, the creature's
Anyways, remember that Turtle Power song at the end of the first Ninja Turtles movie?
Alright, stream, we're gonna get some intel about TURTLE Power song.
Oh, never mind.
No, go ahead, Rob.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
I didn't know you were recording. Oh, man.
I'm streaming.
Oh, good job, man.
Got him.
Jenny, silly, say silly.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to start going off about that topic, but... Well, this video lived up to its title, Top 15 Scary Videos You 100% Can't Handle. I left on the first damn video.
eyes are nothing but vague black spots, sealed closed. Its mouth is spotted black and white, and its body has 4 limbs in 2 distinct parts, with skin appearing frail and translucent. All in all, it's a creepy sight to behold, and many Redditors in the comments agree. But it's Tmez36 that has a more specific and seemingly accurate theory. She writes, Lady Goldie and Finch chick, they're quite pretty when fully grown. The illuminated bit on the side of the beak are thought to be either a way to guide parents when dropping off food in the dark, and as this other video shows, this Redditor is correct. Both very creepy and very cool. Would you be willing to feed it? Number 14. Hide and
As long as it wouldn't eat me, I don't know.
seek. Have you ever played hide and seek with a ghost? Posted in April of 2020, this footage shows you can run, but you can't
Of course you start this video like that. Of course. Hey, Dave. Have you ever played hide and seek with a ghost?
Nope.
That's how he started clip number 14 off.
hide, entering a disused building at night, which appears to have been an office building of some kind. This brave soul navigates the deserted place, with rooms littered with debris and office chairs overturned in the hallway. The guy filming seems to sense the presence of something unseen. He addresses it, but nothing makes itself known. Looking up and down hallways and around corners, he decides to ascend the stairs. On the second level, an overhead fan is spinning. With no electricity on, this movement is incredibly eerie. He calls out again to whatever presence is in the haunted building, before tentatively walking up the rest of the stairs and turning the corner to another hallway. He exhales audibly in relief after finding the hallway empty. As he walks down the hall, with small scraps of paper scattered everywhere on the floor, he hears a sharp click. He kicks a door from one of the adjacent rooms open. Checking all corners of the room and behind the door, he finds no one and nothing in there. He runs to the opposite room, also kicking the door open and entering it to find it empty, apart from furniture. He returns to the hallway, looking back and forth several times before continuing down the hall. As he turns another corner, scanning the next hallway and its rooms, he screams as an office chair glides past behind him. When he turns to enter a room, he kicks the chair away from him, but moments later the chair again as he continues down the hallway. Now the noises really escalate. There are bangs and sounds coming from every direction. As he walks past a room, the door slams shut. He enters the room and a window slides open. More sounds bang all around, causing him to race out of there for his life.
Allahu Akbar.
As he arrives at the stairwell, a loud screeching is heard, like tables being moved around, only the screeching doesn't stop for a long, long time.
استحلفتكم بالله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة.
After watching this footage, one thing's for sure, this haunted building is not for the faint of heart. Number 3.
Oh my god. Wow. Boy. I can't handle this.
13. Weatherspoon Ghost. Could that flicker of light you see fast past be someone's soul? Published to YouTube by Tomato Superman to the Ghosts subreddit. This security footage from the Golden Cross Weatherspoon in Broomsgrove in the UK shows just what happens in old haunted places after dark. The security footage reveals a strange, iridescent pink light flash around the corner and down the hallway before vanishing. Tomato Superman says that he's a skeptic but admits he found this odd. He writes that the place has been closed for 3 weeks and that the alarms had gone off, which is why staff came in to check it out. This is what happens in the recording that seems to set off the alarms. He said the security system also started to break down immediately after. Many in the comments aren't sure what to think either, although some lean hard into the spirit world. And could this be something similar? A spirit making its presence known in this place? It certainly doesn't look like your everyday dust orb. Number 12. The Exorcist. If you've ever wondered whether or not exorcisms are real, here's your answer. Published to YouTube in April of 2020, the supposedly possessed woman in the video is making hissing and rasping noises as her exorcist lays a hand on her. Another young man holds her wrists. She opens her mouth like a snake, ready to strike, while she continues to hiss and rasp at them. In a second clip, her expression appears almost normal for a moment, but a second later, her eyes roll into the back of her head, and she hisses strangely, arching her back until her body is up from the couch. Before slumping over, like the demon has left her. You may be skeptical about possessions, but this woman does not look like she is acting. We can only hope the demon did leave and is gone for good. Number 11. Unknown sighting. When you're driving home exhausted at the end of the long day, stay conscious and keep your eyes peeled. You might just see this. This supernatural clip was posted in April of 2020, claiming it's a real sighting on a haunted roadside. So let's take a look and see for ourselves. The clip shows someone driving down a dirt road in the near darkness. As they turn a corner, a dark figure barely visible can be seen crossing the path. On closer inspection, the figure looks long-limbed and big guide with a strangely shaped skull. It
Nah.
crosses
Nah.
slowly.
Hey, Mela, stop. Oh, are you kidding me? No, Mela. Aww. Alright, here you go. Here's this stuff. You are a silly girl.
Baby segment.
This is a silly girl right here. We got a silly girl right here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that, everyone. Look at that balance right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, except there's nothing in here that you actually can drink. Just pretend drink. And even that, just... Why'd you turn the cap locks on? Why would you put this in there?
Silly.
Before sitting down at the side of the road, if human, what is this strange
She's using her foot to restart the video.
behavior? If not, any theories as to what this creature might be? Whether paranormal or some earthly figure running into this near dusk might be enough to end your life. Number 10. Ghost or glitch. Roy Vikram says it best in the comments of this clip. Nothing is impossible, he writes. Keep that in mind when watching this video. Posted to Facebook in February of 2018, this clip starts out innocently enough. A lone woman walks across some vacant grounds. No one is around, but halfway across the lot she leans slightly, and a little boy appears out of nowhere to her right. They continue walking together, as though this was completely normal. Some in the comments say this was just a magic trick. Others say that this is in Rajasthan, India, where there are many haunted stories. So what do you think? A ghost or a glitch in the Matrix? Either is pretty creepy. Number 9. Vaporized. You might think you've got nerves of steel. This video was posted to the Very Spooky Video subreddit by Peconic. In the video, the likely US-based officer pulls over a driver at night, approaches the driver's side door with a flashlight to question him, but then never gets the chance. The dashcam footage shows what happens inside. A bright light bursts from the sky, causing the patrolman to stagger a little bit before he vanishes, leaving a steaming clothes behind in a pile beside the vehicle. The car then speeds off, either out of fear for what just happened or to flee the scene. Having been an active participant in the officer's vaporization, we're left to wonder which it is. The clip first appeared on the YouTube channel from Tim Beckers, who said, "I downloaded the video and shared it with a couple of my friends in the community, and they all told me the same. This footage looks real and it could change everything we know. What do you think? Could this be real or a clever fake?" Number 8,
I don't
Subway
know.
Ghost.
I still don't figure. I still
The
can't
next
figure that
time
one
you're
out.
relieved to find yourself alone in an empty subway car, consider that maybe you're not alone at all. Published to YouTube in June of 2015, this clip shows a subway car that will give you the chills. A lone man sits aboard the haunted car. After watching the clip, we wonder if he's the sole passenger, because this car has a reputation for being haunted. Because look at this darkened window pane to the left. A scary, distorted face appears here, changing expression slightly as the man sits on the opposite side, completely unaware. The face disappears in the window.
Chels, get it right. That's obviously a woman.
Window pane goes black again, but the distortion later reappears, looking equally upsetting. What do you think is going on here? Is this an actual face in the window, or just a trick of the light
That's a
coupled
purse
with
right
motion
there.
from the subway? Number 7, Haunted Underground Car Park. Working car parks aren't the most comfortable places in the light of day, so what happens when you enter an abandoned one in the darkness underground? Published to YouTube by Nellis in August of 2016, this video will make underground car parks seem even more terrifying. Nellis writes, "This is the scariest haunted abandoned place we've ever visited. The car park was in connection to a haunted hotel his crew had visited in Bosnia. He says that this video is even scarier than his 2-part series about the hotel. So let's see what's hiding down in this car park." The car park has clearly long been abandoned, overgrown grass at the entrance and rubble inside. As they descend into the pits of creepy, on one wall is a handprint, as though someone smeared something on the wall. It looks like something red. Nellis shines a flashlight into the dark and spots a bag. The crew hears something down in the car park, prompting Nellis to greet the darkness, asking if there's anyone down there to give them a sign.
If there's anyone in here, give us a sign.
A sound is heard, although it's not clear what it could be coming from. He continues to shine his flashlight all along the gap to the car park to see if anything is moving. They hear some more noises, repeated taps. His friend speaks in Bosnian, likely again questioning whether or not anyone is there. On closer inspection of the underground, they spot a door and recently eaten food. They continue down to the bottom of the incline and throw stuff at the bag they'd seen earlier. While looking deeper into the car park, they don't open the bag, but Nellis says it appeared like someone was sleeping down here or otherwise staying here, as though they found food canisters and towels. As they again hear something in the darkness, they decide it's time to move it on out of there. Nellis says it sounds like something scraping the floor.
Oh my god, I heard something. I heard something coming.
Whether human, animal, or something supernatural, leaving this place with only one way out was probably the best course of action. Number 6. Paranormal happenings. When strange things start happening inside...
Man, please don't bang on the window like that. In fact, get away from the window, please. Go see mommy. Go see mommy.
your house, it's probably for a reason. Hosted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by the Dude 101, this video was originally published to YouTube by Truthfinder30330 in April of 2020. According to the title, paranormal occurrences have been happening in this man's home. The first odd thing you notice is that when the man walks into his living room, the door is shut while he's arranging his gaming console and things on his entertainment center. The door opens somehow. He heads over to look outside and check it out. After finding no one, he returns inside and the door slams shut. He goes back outside, but there's no one there, no one inside either. As he's looking around outside again, the door slams shut and he's locked out. He peers inside, but there appears to be nothing. Now he has to go around.
That poster of that person with their hands up like this, I thought that was a ghost at first. Mayla, get away from the window.
Get away from the window, please.
Mayla, get away from the window right now. Yes.
Yeah, come on. I love you too, but you need to listen to Daddy.
Would you mind grabbing her, please? She's not gonna listen to me.
Get away from the edge of the bed, please.
Mayla, go get mommy right now.
Rayla, what's that for?
You have an attitude to Mayla. Get back over there now.
I guess you don't want to watch shows later.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Sorry about that, guys.
I love you too, but you need to listen. I love you too, but you need to listen.
She says that mommy's phone.
To get back inside his house, he lifts his camera, catching himself in the sights, while also capturing something over his shoulder. What is that? As he continues walking, he says hello to someone on the street. He's at his front door again, which he unlocks with a key, and immediately this happens. Absolutely terrifying. Bet you can't handle this video. Number 5. In bed.
Really?
Rayla,
A white
hey.
sheet. That's the
Alex.
best. Mayla, get down from there now.
I love you, mommy.
You need to listen.
I love you, mommy.
Thank you for coming by this time.
Have you ever dreamt that you found someone in your bed, but when you pulled the covers away, there was no one there? Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by BobbyGO1, the uploader writes, "She plays this off as a joke, but I find it quite weird. The quite weird joke was posted to TikTok originally by TJY. In the video, she says she just came into her room, and it literally looks like there's someone lying in her bed. She keeps saying ew as she approaches the thing, not knowing if indeed there's someone underneath. As she steps closer,
Ew! No! Ew! Ew! Oh my god, is there someone there? No.
the hair stands up on the back of your neck. You prepare yourself to have something or someone jump out at you. But when she lifts the blanket, nothing is there. A wave of relief washes over you, and probably her too. Watching it again, it's very strange how a body appears to be lying under the blanket, and when she yanks it from her bed, it doesn't look thick enough to bunch up like that. Redditor, the classic Drew admits in the comments, "If I saw that in real life, I would be so scared." Agreed. I probably wouldn't work up the nerve to approach it. Number 4. Unexplained lights. The next time you gaze up into the serene night sky, you might experience a feeling of panic instead of peace. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by After Performance 2. The Redditor explains that these strange lights were seen in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina last year on July 19th. The lights were grouped in threes, and according to the Redditor, some disappeared before she could capture them on video.
Did you want to get her that cheek? Can you jump off over there, please?
Sure.
Mila, you need that treat?
And I think
Put that down.
Alright.
Please. Mila, put that down, please. Where you got it?
We'll be right back. We'll be right back, everyone.
Okay, good. Didn't we tell you to get away from the window?
how much is it for mommy's phone?
Well, yes, and so.
How much is that? And mommy. Oh, Daddy! Oh, Daddy!
Stay away from the window. Okay?
Okay. Keep right there.
Stay away from the window. You know, right by you. Let's see, there's a closet.
Daddy, speak about it.
But Daddy don't close till when she closes the window. So we've been moving this
Alright, sorry about that, everyone.
You just spend most of the day with mommy tomorrow? You just spend more.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that. My kids.
Okay, get everything else back. Okay, yeah, I'm up good. Alright.
The video shows a trio of lights floating overhead in the sky, and a moment later, another trio closer to the horizon off in the distance. The sets of lights don't float in strict formation, but seem to each be wavering at their own pace. They then flicker and disappear. Redditor Professional Truck 3 suggests that these were paper lanterns lit and then launched from the beach, but the 70s Kids negates that, saying if these were lanterns, they'd drift apart. While some say the wind is obviously taking the lanterns in the same direction, After Performance 2 theorizes that they're all going to the same destination. Another Redditor, Buster Blevins, chimes in proposing that this is not necessarily a unique occurrence. He wrote, "Last Friday, a bunch of people saw something very similar to this in northern Wisconsin. The lights would appear in groups of 3, and it was as if there was a pattern that looked like the light was traveling in a circle around something. Any other theories as to what these strange lights could be?" Number 3, Bobby Mackey's. When in Kentucky, Bobby Mackey's is a must on your pit stop through Wilder, as the honky tonk place is often called the most haunted nightclub in America, and here's video to prove it. Posted by 303 Paranormal TV to the Chills Narrator subreddit. He writes, "A few clips of some paranormal evidence caught on my channel. The footage was taken at Bobby Mackey's, which according to legend, has been the site of both life-takings, takings of own lives, and of course hauntings. Folklore claims there's a gateway inside Bobby Mackey's, and it's haunted by the ghosts of people who passed away on site and nearby. One of the purported ghosts is that of Pearl Bryan, whose body was found around 2 miles away. According to some, those responsible put a curse on the site and said that they would haunt those who persecuted the case. Of course, all these claims are unsubstantiated. Pearl Bryan's life-taking is sadly true. No public records have been found to confirm Bobby Mackey's had any part in it, nor has the location's historical background regarding any other supernatural claims been verified. Regardless, some have captured paranormal experiences on tape at the site, including this video of a shadow figure moving across the wall in the empty club. Is there some truth in urban legends? Is this video proof of at least some unearthly presence here? I think I'd be too scared to ever find out for myself." Number 2, Shadow Crossing. When a shadow passes through your security footage, you know you're not alone. Posted by Lily Monique to the Chills Narrator subreddit. Lily shares that her Uncle David and her father work for mall security. She writes, "This is what my dad and uncle caught on mall security cameras where they work in the middle of the night in the parking lot. The video shows David standing in the middle of the empty lot. He remains there in the light, and no one at all is around. But then a shadow passes close to the camera, completely blocking him from view for a moment. It almost looks as if a figure glided directly."
Kiss Daddy's head? Kiss Daddy's head? Thank you, sweetheart.
No, Daddy. No, Daddy. No, Mommy.
I'll just kiss your forehead again then.
That's cute.
Sorry about that, everyone. Had a cute daddy moment there just now.
directly in front of the security camera. If I were David, I'd be looking over my shoulder in that parking garage. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like the taking your motorbike down a Number 1, Airy Colony. If you're thinking of taking your motorbike down a dark, mainly deserted road at night, you'd better be ready for what comes next. Published to YouTube by Mumbiker Nikhail. To YouTube in December of 2014, another strange sighting was spotted while riding on a cold night. The uploader writes, I was passing by Airy Colony after midnight, and I would like to share the scary incident which took place. He notes in the video that the area is known for its ghost stories and scary people who lurk nearby. Nikhail says he wasn't sure if what he saw was a thief or a ghost, but whatever it was scary. Thieves and ghosts aren't the only scary things about Airy Colony. Located in India's Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Wikipedia warns against traveling the deciduous forest between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. as there are many feral pigs, stray dogs, and even leopards in the thick vegetation along the lonely roads. Worse, life takings are not uncommon in the area. Neither are occult practices. Ghost stories are widely circulated, with many claiming that spirits have tried to hitch rides in the night in this area. So yeah, why not take a ride down it? Though it is late, vehicles pass Nikhail by as he rides down the dark road. There are even people standing on the shoulder at some points. As he continues driving, darkness envelopes until he sees a man walking strangely in the middle of the road. He cries out as he almost collides with the man. But when he turns around, no one is there at all. He said he turned out of curiosity, but then realized the guy could be a thief, though he didn't see him anywhere in the darkness, so he sped off to live another day, and he says he's never returning to the area again after midnight. Would you?
No.
Based on what Wikipedia said, it's not a good idea.
My nose is burning right now, guys. Those are some good ones, though. Alright, next we move on to 13 scary videos that'll keep you awake tonight. Well, I have insomnia either way, so I'm probably gonna be awake most of tonight anyway. So bring it. Right. I want to check in if there's any comments out there. Nope. Alright.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos to keep you awake tonight. Yes, that is quite a few videos, and it wouldn't have been possible for me to do this without the love and support from you guys. Also, the launch of our subreddit has been a great success with nearly 5,000 members already. It makes it a lot easier for me to manage all the video submissions I receive on a daily basis. It's thanks to you guys that I can produce even more content, but furthermore, it wouldn't have been possible without the help of today's sponsor either. They make future videos possible on this channel. And with that said, today's video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a free fantasy theme.
Really? Sir Spooks, really?
This channel and making future videos possible. Tyler B published the following video to his YouTube channel on April 21st, 2020 with the eerie title, The Lurker Incident 2016. For the first portion of the clip, we can see Tyler with what looks to be a friend of his standing somewhere in the forest, and it seems as though they are trying not to be too loud. After a while, Tyler says to his friend, "Don't go any further, there's something over there," in a worried tone. While he says this, you can almost make out a low groaning in the background. But that's not the creepiest part of the video. Take a look at the corner of the screen and see if you notice any strange activity.
Dude, did you hear that? Come on, let's keep going. No, going in further. Something's over there.
It may be a bit hard to see, but if you look just close enough, you should be able to make out what appears to be some sort of a strange, lanky figure moving around. The low quality style and worried voice that Tyler has give this video a good authentic feel. Of course, it could be a hoax, but it could also be scary evidence of creatures roaming around when we least expect it. When a viewer pointed out that it was a creepy video, but that it could just be a person, Tyler replied with the following, quote, "I highly doubt it was a person. We didn't hear anything moving around while it was moving, and it traversed the terrain so effortlessly, as if it's gliding across," end quote. So what do you guys think this could be? Let me know in the comments down below. The following entry comes to us from the Sir Spooks subreddit, where you can share any and all paranormal footage you may have to have a chance to be featured on a list video like this. Published with the title, "I Thought It Was My Daughter at First" by user US Marine Corporal. We get an excellent description of the events we are about to witness in the video. Quote, "I woke up for work around 5 AM, and when I went out in the living room, the TV was on with the volume way up. I figured it was my youngest that stayed up late to watch TV and didn't turn it off. I was going to have a chat with her after I got home from work. While at the office, I looked at the camera video to see when she was up, and this is what I found."
Keeping my eye out for the ghost, for the apparition, or anything else that might happen.
As you can see by the video, the television screen keeps flickering to different screens without anybody nearby pressing it. As the uploader states, quote, "The remote that's on the couch, it's one of those DirecTV remotes. So it's programmed to turn on the TV and DirecTV receiver. My family told me it was probably an electrical glitch."
Really? That's all that you got for that video? Alright. First off, the most likely explanation. Someone playing a joke on them with a universal remote. Or maybe they host it with a universal remote.
That the TV turned on, but when I woke up, SpongeBob was on the TV, so that means that the power button on the remote had to be pressed. I showed this video to my family, and we were all a bit freaked out about it. There hasn't been any other incident before or since this one.
That just makes it even more likely that it was a prank caused by Universal Remote. The fact that it hasn't happened again since.
One of the most popular subreddits for horror enthusiasts is Ghosts, where many people frequently check in to watch creepy paranormal footage. At the start of this video, the man that's recording, going by the username Luniseth, is sitting at his kitchen table, where all of his cutlery is laid out in front of him. A little bit further down the table is a fork. There's nothing out of the ordinary about this until, that is, a few seconds later. Take a look.
I'm pretty sure I just saw that fork move. It's creepy. Oh. I'm going home. I'm going somewhere else other than this.
I would too.
The man recording states that he thought he saw the fog move earlier as well, but this time has a camera ready in the hopes of capturing this scary occurrence on film. If that was his intention, he was in luck, as a few seconds into his recording, the fog seemingly moves all by itself with presumably nobody else in the room. Then, a few seconds later, the fog flies up into the air, which causes the uploader to freak out. What do you think happened on this day? Was it something as simple as somebody hiding around a corner with a string? Or is this evidence that ghosts are real?
Nah. If that was a string, we would have been able to see the knot on the fork because he zoomed in on that fork very, very methodly.
Tell me your opinions in the comments.
Methodically.
When you are listening to your favorite song on your playlist, getting freaked out by something otherworldly is probably the last thing you would expect to happen. But as this video uploaded to YouTube by the user HRDE2 implies, it is more likely than you would think. Our cameraman is seen recording a song that he's listening to on his Spotify playlist. For whatever reason that is unknown. Regardless, if you look in the reflection of his computer screen, you may be able to see something chilling take place. Have a look and see if you notice it. Appearing at the speed of light and walking by just as quickly, a shadow figure appears out of nowhere before vanishing out of sight. The uploader explains that there are walls on either side of his window and says that it appears the shadow is running inside the room and the blackness cannot be explained by anything passing in front of a light source. As always, your theories and ideas are encouraged to be left in the comments below.
Oh, why that happened? Sorry about that.
Sometimes the most creepy videos that you can find on the internet are not ghost sightings or abandoned building explorations, but rather the sounds of something unexplainable. It seems like the YouTube user Dylan James TV would more than likely agree with this statement, judging by the video that he published to the internet on December 5th, 2018. The video, filmed in Central Texas, documents the uploader as he sits outside with a camera and explains to us that he has been hearing some incredibly creepy and chilling noises outside in the middle of the night. Have a listen for yourself and see what the uploader is talking about.
I hope you can hear that. So once again,
I thought that was music from the Sir Spooks soundtrack, but that low humming kind of sounds like a tuba in the sky.
I have these weird noises that I'm hearing outside of my bedroom. I'm recording outside of my bedroom window. This just happened like a week ago. Now we're hearing them again.
That is very creepy.
What the fuck is that, man? That's crazy. I still don't know what that is. Somebody's popping off. I hope you can hear that. I'm pretty sure you can. It's pretty loud here.
These highly scary sounds seemingly go on for several minutes before the video ends. Many commenters on this video have said that it sounds like some sort of bizarre, unidentifiable creature roaming around the area. Since there have not been any update videos published by Dylan James TV, it is safe to assume that he never got the answers that he was looking for. He is hoping that one day some sort of explanation will be revealed. It is often said by numerous people that dogs are one of the most intelligent living beings on Earth. This video seems to further prove that age-old statement. Published to the aforementioned Sir Spooks subreddit, the following video published by the user Fadun1 starts off with the uploader's dog sitting on his bed with him. However, the dog soon begins to make angry growling sounds and starts to bark, indicating that he senses something is behind the bedroom door.
What is it?
This exact same thing continues for nearly 2 minutes, surely making even the biggest of skeptics wonder what this dog was seeing behind that door. It is a little bit weird that the owner never actually opens the door fully to see what the dog was growling at, but it is still a highly unnerving piece of footage that is sure to creep a ton of people out. One of the most popular forms of a ghost is that of the aforementioned shadow figure or shadow person. They are indeed ghosts, but are not transparent, but rather so dark that they appear to be nothing but quick blurs and shadows. YouTuber Average American 2020 uploaded this video to his channel on August 26th, 2018, where it seems as if him and a friend of his are talking about something related to ghosts, ironic as it is. As the cameraman turns the corner near the staircase, he catches something incredibly freaky that he must not have seen while filming it, judging by the fact that there was no reaction from him. Take a look right here and see if you notice anything near the staircase.
I'm walking down. I'm serious. I don't look at it. It's being serious. I don't look at it. It would just do itself. So, yeah. You see tons of stuff in these older buildings. Tons.
Oh no, she just a puppet, man. Shit. Princess wanted the door on me like that. She got it on.
You see shit.
Oh, I've seen this one before.
Crazy. Like a big ghost hunter type person. So like the one will like look around the corner at, you know what I mean? Like right there, but it didn't even. I didn't see it.
In case you didn't see it, for just a split second, as the channel owner approaches the top of the staircase, if you look to the left, you can make out what appears to be a shadow figure quickly running up the stairs and then disappearing. It is hard to say for sure whether or not this is real, so be sure to leave your opinions in the comment section. Security camera or surveillance footage is often
Now, one thing that I thought about is that it's an optical illusion of his own shadow as he's turning the corner and starting to ascend down the stairs because there's a light coming from behind him. So that's a possibility that I thought of when I analyzed the video a little bit more.
regarded by many as one of the most chilling and realistic video proof that paranormal entities are real. And judging by this video uploaded by user Elaine Peck to the Sir Spooks subreddit, that belief is sure to be continued. A popular term in the paranormal field is EVP, which stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon, which are essentially sounds made by the paranormal showing up on videos or sound recordings. In the following clip, taken outside of a house late at night, you can see a couple of bizarre white orbs floating by the area, but then a ghostly voice says something so clear it is unnerving. Have a listen. Even the most doubtful of people will most likely have trouble explaining the word cameras being said on this surveillance camera footage. This video may be one of the best in terms of ghostly voices on camera that you can find.
Not bad. I don't have any
The upload
idea.
of the following entry states, quote, "My partner sent me the video from the hospital she works in. Last night, she was on a night shift and unfortunately a patient passed away around 3:11 a.m. At 4 a.m., the porters came to transport the body to the morgue. Just after this, one of the nurses noticed the clock starting to spin on its own. The whole time the clock is spinning, the nurse in charge of the shift is logging the death onto the hospital computer system and does this at 4:10 a.m. and the clock is still spinning, so one nurse begins to film. After the death is logged, the clock keeps spinning until it stops exactly on the correct time of day, 4:11 a.m., which was also 1 hour exactly after the death. I am somewhat of a skeptic when it comes to actually believing in the paranormal. My gut wants to believe, but my brain cannot. This video and the way my partner was shook up after it happened has probably changed my mind a lot. Although you have to take this on my word alone, but my partner's not the type to play pranks like this, as she is very easily terrified. She also told me of how shaken up everyone else on the ward was. The clock also has never been seen to be faulty before either. What leads me to believe this is a paranormal experience is the fact that it all happens concurrent with the death of a patient and processes around having to deal with this. Also the fact that the clock is analog, so it would have no idea what the current time is in real life, like a digital clock. And it seems very coincidental that it stops exactly to the correct minute of the real life time." End quote.
It's gonna stop.
I thought it's gonna stop to
That stopped.
Is it the right time?
Oh no, that's it. That is it.
The video in question will definitely get a lot of people to pause and think about the various possibilities as to how something as bizarre and scary as this could actually happen. As per almost every paranormal video, this could be some sort of a trick. It could also be a creepy coincidence. Or it could very well be the dead communicating to the living.
I have no logical explanation for that. I honestly don't.
And
even if someone was behind the clock, you know, like through a hole in the wall at the top and all that, spinning the dial on there, how would that person know to stop it right at 4:11? There would be no way to know when you would reach that time again. It couldn't be magnets either, because, you know, again, you would have to time it perfectly.
B Media UK is a decently sized YouTube channel with approximately 10,000 subscribers. However, that...
And I gotta elaborate even more on the magnet theory. Even more reason why it can't be magnets is because since it's an analog phone with a plastic casing like that, then chances are even the needles of the clock are plastic, so they couldn't be moved with magnets.
Their channel is not typically focused on anything related to ghosts or the paranormal, which lends the forthcoming clip a little bit more authenticity, as they haven't done anything like this before and they don't seem to be needing publicity. In the video, we can see the group go out to explore a freaky abandoned house that is near a scrapyard. As per most abandoned building exploration videos, this video starts off without much action. We get to see the ruins of the place, which is definitely something deeply entertaining. However, the creepy events don't happen until much later in the video. Listen in right here and see what this sounds like to you. A lot of people seem to think that this is some sort of ghostly apparition walking around on the rooftop, hence the hollow sound from above. However, a little bit later on, the eerie sounds can be heard from the inside this time. Take a listen.
Okay, I'm hearing those.
We should go.
Wait a minute, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna slow it down right here. I swear I saw a hand coming out of this door right here. Watch. Hey.
We should go.
Okay, I'm obviously seeing things. That was too weird.
Footsteps up there then. And a heavy one as well.
This is definitely a piece of footage that, to most people, comes across as authentic, and it is not hard to see why. Nothing about it screams a hoax or an elaborate setup for views, as nothing overtly insane happens in it to warrant millions of views. It feels like a man capturing very chilling noises inside an old, haunted house. Reddit user Tomato Superman shared the following to the Ghost subreddit that we touched upon earlier. He explains that the video in question is taken at his workplace, which is an old pub that used to be a hotel. He says that he's a skeptic, but is still unsure of what to make of this weird security camera footage. Watch this and see what you think this object or phenomenon could possibly be.
I'm skipping that one since we saw it in an earlier video.
Although Reddit and its various subreddit pages are popular places to discover paranormal videos, surprisingly enough, Twitter is also a good website to surf for those who are looking to have a good scare. This video was sent to me by Twitter user We Don't Judge You, who filmed the video themselves. In the video, we follow them as they seem to be recording out of their car window as they travel by a forest located in rural Virginia. As the uploader continues to pass by the area, they soon notice that it is most definitely not your everyday forest, as it is filled with unexplainable objects all over. Perhaps this was done by somebody just as a way to be creative or pull some sort of a mean prank on somebody in hopes to scare them. But this could also be the workings of some secretive cult or ritual group in the middle of the day. What do you think this forest hides? Be sure to tell me your ideas.
I have no idea. That is too bizarre.
At the beginning of our final video uploaded by Whatever Entertainment on YouTube, they
Interestingly enough, he has 666 subscribers.
explained that, quote, "We bought a new house and moved into it a few months ago. Whatever was in our old house, we think must have followed us here. At first there was nothing. Then there were noises. We haven't seen the black figure, but instead things have been slowly getting worse. Watch, you'll see. This is the worst it's ever been. Not sure what to do." End quote. As the channel owner explains to the camera the various creepy things he has been witnessing for quite some time, nothing scary seems to be happening at the moment. However, that changes within the snap of a finger. I did feature the original video that Whatever Entertainment uploaded prior to this one, so I won't be showing that incident in this video. With that said, watch and see how something incredibly frightening could happen when you least expect it.
Okay, so anyways, I've been having some really weird shit happening to me lately. Just in our new house, I moved, and tonight just stuff is happening. My dog is acting nuts, and you guys all kind of been asking about me like making follow-up video or something like that. So this is what I'm going to do with the follow-up. We moved in the new house probably about 3 months ago maybe, and since we've been moving here, that the whole house kind of just has been getting crazy. I remodeled kitchen, did everything. Oh fuck, oh shit, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, dude.
The man in the video quickly ends the recording soon after hearing the loud cracking noise. but says that his brothers want to come over and try to do a family EVP session to get some answers. Either way, this piece of footage definitely seems pretty authentic, although I suppose somebody else could have been in the house making the noise in another room.
That's a possibility.
But as always, I want to hear what your thoughts are by telling me in the comments section down below. And that...
But I gotta say, that guy's reaction to that was pretty genuine. So either it's real or he's one hell of an actor. Alright. Now move on to King Frostmare. Scary videos that might not be explainable.
Hello guys, I hope you're all ready for some new scary videos this week. As always, I hope you leave a like for me and a comment, if you can. Let's hope that some of these clips can give us some scares, or at least make us wonder. Let's buckle up and stay frosty. The following video was sent by Alex, and he tells me that he found it on another channel. Apparently, the man in the clip was recording a short video in which he talks about a game that he has sold to somebody else. While he is going into detail about this deal, his camera can capture somebody else in the apartment. At least that is what the viewers believe. Let's take a look.
El Black Ops 2 se lo compré en 200, parece, o 250, no me acuerdo ya ni cuánto me costó porque pues así fue hace como 2 semanas o 3. Y luego pues con todo esto.
Did you see it? Let's take a second look.
Las veces que pues así fue hace como 2 semanas o 3. Y luego pues con todo esto que ya ni podemos salir.
It appears that somebody is standing in the dark hallway, turned towards the young man with the camera. The question is, could it be anything mysterious? Maybe just a friend who was playing a prank for his viewers. Whatever it is, it appears to be female, with long dark hair. You decide.
It's always a female with long dark hair.
The following video was recorded by a user called Juanzo260685 and forwarded to me by Justine. It shows 2 friends who are hanging out, and one of them is playing the guitar. And the whole time,
I couldn't see any girl, guys. I don't know about you, but
the cameraman thinks he's hearing something besides his friend playing. If you take a closer look, it also appears that the power is out in the house. After a moment, he puts it down and leaves the room to get something quickly. At this point, it might be interesting to know that they were the only ones home. So at least it says. When the guy holding the camera is filming around in the room a little bit, something frightening is being captured. Other viewers pointed out that there's a lot of orbs or dust particles in the air.
Oh, por la chucha, weón. Gato, tenéis la media Xbox. ¡La peluda! Conchetumare, ¿qué weón? ¡Gato, weón! ¡Gato! ¡Conchetumare! ¡Gato, weón! ¡Gato, conchetumare!
again, I didn't see anything.
Gato, weón, weón, chetumare, weón, salió una sombra, culiada, weón. ¿A dónde, weón? Weón, salió una sombra, weón. Weón, en serio, weón. Weón, chetumare, no, estoy cagando, no. No, weón, en serio.
The shadow startled the man pretty good, and his friend tries to look for it, but can't find anything.
Weón, sababos, weón. Ya, ¿en serio, weón? ¿Serio, weón?
Now what was it exactly?
Chetumare, qué weón, ya, esta weón no, ya sale con chetumare.
Looks like a floating shadow in my book, and his head appears to be down.
Oh, okay.
What can you see? And what could be the cause of this? Is this place haunted? Or is it just a hoax?
Yeah, it's walking by. That thing is big, whatever it is.
User Dante1 has shared the next recording with Reddit. In his thread, he starts off by saying, "So, we lost our cat and put out trail cams. We were working in the garage and one of the cameras set off. The cameras are set for a 30-second recording. This is what we caught. Honestly, I have no idea for what the trail cams are, but I guess let's just watch the clip first." A mysterious mist-like apparition walks into the frame from the right. Unfortunately, the recording ends right after. Dante stated that nobody else was with them on the property, that it is pretty unrealistic for it to be another person. Ruling that out, it begs the question if it is indeed a paranormal figure that was being captured here. What do you think? I have to say, it looks pretty translucent, and I'm not sure if it is really human. Hey guys, if you wish to support me to enjoy many more videos, please consider becoming a member and joining my channel. You'll get custom emojis for my live streams and other exciting perks. And a big shout out to my Frosty Royals, Megan Noel, Casey Huffman and Jared Query. The next was posted by, well, you can read the name I suppose. He goes on by saying, "In the process of buying a new place, my mom took photos throughout the whole house and all of the photos came out bad in one specific room. What do you all think? Might be interesting for some of you. It's been listed 7 times since 1987. The last 4 times the families only lived there for periods of about 1 year. And the family we are buying from has been there for 3 years. I mostly posted this thinking someone would have some kind of camera scientific reason as to why this isn't a ghost, but now I'm nervous. Here are more photos. In a few of them they change shape, which gives me hope that it's my mom's camera strap or hair or something. The pictures are spooky regardless. She has an icon. I just live at home. I have no control on the situation. Please bear that in mind. We are contacting a medium, but I'm honestly still on the fence. Some of the readers suspect that it could be a ghostly entity, since it's manifesting in one specific room. What is your opinion, guys? Is it just a camera effect? Maybe it could be a hair, but it also could be something paranormal.
I'm on the fence with that one too.
The next clip was found by Teddy, and he forwarded the video, which was originally uploaded by Pasillo. It was captured in Colombia, and it features several workers who notice a strange person on one of the CCTV recordings overnight. What makes it weird is the unusual movement pattern of that person. In the beginning, it just sits on the street, but then weirdly morphs of some sorts. There's also another person standing close to that thing. What do you make out of that? Just a regular person having an episode or something else? Viewers actually can't decide. Maybe nothing paranormal, but a possession perhaps. Who knows?
That's possible too. Or maybe just someone doing performance art for the camera, for the security camera.
The following has been posted by Ellipse, and he shares this event with the viewers. This is about 3 years old. I had just been taking a shower and was heading to bed. Me and my girlfriend at the time had been sending Snapchats the entire evening. The capture itself was just an instant shot, and I didn't notice anything when I sent it. It was actually my girlfriend that print screened the snap and sent it back with a "What is that behind you?" When I opened it, I had just went out to the living room and it gave me the chills as I saw it straight away. I went back to the bedroom, trying to find an explanation for it. The thing is, I couldn't find any pillar or such that could explain the weird shape. Actually, the side of the bed was clear. There was no physical object besides the bed at all. It really spooked me, and I left the apartment and went to my girlfriend's. I still live in the same apartment to this date though, and I have heard strange noises from time to time, but nothing comes close to that picture. Several viewers say that it could just be an object that was placed next to the bed. Others believe it's something from another dimension. I give them the benefit of the doubt. A channel with the name What Is It has shared the following recording that apparently was made by one of their subscribers. It says, video recorded by church in village Grunta, Czechia in 2020. What is it? Is it a ghost or just some shadow? Well, let's take a look. It appears to be manifesting right next to the wall. What do you guys think? Could it be legit? Or is it just a prank played out by one of their subscribers?
It's either real or it's some kind of CG. Because nothing physical could make that that dim of a shadow.
Tom has sent the next video, and it is sad that it was
Yes, I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. And throughout the whole video, it's just always looking down right there. Now I remember this video and saying, here's the thing. That's not a curtain on the far side of it. That's for some reason that's a wall.
Recorded during a birthday celebration by a friend.
Unless I'm thinking of a different video. I don't know. Quote me on that, but I could be wrong. Let's watch.
And a mysterious woman has been recorded that should not have been there in the first place. Apparently it is said that nobody was home at the time because the whole family was attending the celebration. The man who recorded this seems to be very surprised by the lady standing there on the second floor of this building. What could she be doing there? And is she just a regular person? Or could it be a spirit that tried to attend the ceremony? Of course, it is hard to say.
Now he hasn't pointed this out yet, but it looks like there's also two children apparitions right here.
Of course, it is hard to say, but what do you think?
You're welcome for us watching this video. Alright, and now we finish off with two videos from Chills. First, 11 astoundingly scary videos found online.
These events are tense situations that later made for astoundingly scary videos, so brace yourself. Number 11. A woman named Ashley is at home when her motion sensor camera activates. Normally it's just passing traffic, but something compels her to check the screen, and she sees this strange man 10 feet away. He doesn't have anything to break in with, but he is still looking through her window through this small uncovered space in a way that's nothing other than extremely creepy in my opinion. This is all speculation, but I really can't think of any other reason to be looking through the bedroom window other than to spy on her. I really doubt he's innocently admiring the interior design, especially the way he turns here and possibly notices the camera. I'm not sure if he was ever caught, but if not, I'm seriously concerned for Ashley's safety. Number 10. Something in the woods is about to blow this cop's mind and his eardrums. He walks back with wide eyes and puts his flashlight away, completely done with the situation until backup arrives, but backup doesn't seem to do much better. I think this could be a recording because the scream sounds exactly the same both times. So maybe somebody put a really good speaker system in the woods, or maybe that's just what I'm choosing to believe because I don't want to accept that this is real. Number 9.
I love how all three of those cops just bolted it in the opposite direction.
A shady character trails this girl as she returns home from school, acting like he's crossing the street but quickly veering up to her door. She feels safe coming to her home like most people would. Her head is down and she doesn't notice. He's through the door before she can close it, and in a split second the man is also in her home. She manages to get away, but he's much taller and stronger, and she might not be able to do it again. He checks outside and closes the door, and takes a step forward like an animal. He swings this around to the front, and it looks like he's about to pull something out here in my opinion. Possibly the first of many instruments in a pre-planned kit that he intends to use, but you'll never believe what he does next. She takes off her backpack and braces for an altercation. His hand goes to his head in disbelief, or perhaps to hide his identity, and he quickly leaves. In my opinion, she was absolutely saved by the camera, otherwise this would have been a long and horrifying struggle. Hopefully this video leads to him eventually getting caught. Number 8. Two friends are having a conversation when one of them decides to bump the other into the street. It looks completely intentional, but then she raises her hands to her face in shock and hugs her friend like she didn't mean it. Is this a true apology, or is she just trying to cover her tracks? Here is the exact moment before the incident. In my opinion, the bus is already in her line of sight at this point, and even if she didn't see it, she should have still heard it coming. Playfully messing around with a friend is one thing, and I get it, but I think what this person did is off limits no matter what. So even if this was a joke, it wasn't harmless, and therefore I don't think she's exactly innocent. Still, the authorities want to press charges against her, and she could face up to a year if sentenced. I would like to hear what she has to say before passing a sentence, but based on what you've seen here, tell me what you think should happen to her. Number 7.
I think she's getting off easy if it's only a year.
A YouTube
That could be attempted murder right there.
YouTuber named Lord Cryptid looks up to see a gorilla-sized creature staring at him from a short distance away. The head and shoulders are clearly defined, but it's not moving at all. So Lord Cryptid decides to get a closer look. It continues to silently regard him as he closes in. Now only a thin patch of thickets and reeds separates him from the threat before him, and when he zooms in, you're not going to believe what he sees. He is only meters away, and it still looks like a humanoid, not a bear. But when the camera focuses, what was originally an astoundingly scary
It's a mud
creature is actually little more than a tree stump. I'm including this video because I feel like it could explain many of the other similar cryptid sightings in the woods. So in the future, unless the creature actually moves, it's probably just a stump. Number 6. This exclusive video was submitted by a Redditor named Babe of the Dead on the Chills Narrator subreddit. While lying in bed making a random video, she hears 4 knocks late at night. She looks up in time to see her life-sized stuffed bear apparently come to life. The bear is square against the wall with no room for anyone to sit behind and move its arm. Some people say it's a spirit, while one person suggested that a person could fit inside if they took out the stuffing, which is super creepy considering Babe of the Dead has no idea who it could have been. Who do you think it was? I have no idea aside from astoundingly scary. Number 5. When Ravi Singh and his friends see 2 mysterious figures in white, they have an odd reaction and decide to flash their high beams instead of driving away. I feel like they're trying to prove a point here, but I don't understand. So if you speak the language, tell me what they're saying.
आगे कर अपर डिपर मार तो
What's kind of weird is how the possible spirits always seem to stay just outside of the headlights, almost like they want to follow but only while staying in the darkness. And I think they are trying to point out that the spirits do not show up on the dash cam, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping someone can translate this scenario because I really want to know what's going on. Number 4. An Everyday Canadian is the name of a YouTuber who can't seem to stop attracting the attention of the paranormal. One night he goes ghost hunting with a friend at an old spot known as the Lakeview Cemetery. They're not making any jokes and being very respectful as they pass over the sacred ground.
Aww. That's nice.
1923.
Wow, eh?
Yeah.
And at 3 minutes, his friend even performs a kind act.
Oh, this person lost their flowers. Let's put it back in there for them.
This light winks off as she passes by. This is what it looks like at 3 minutes and 20 seconds, completely off. And this is what it looks like at 3 minutes and 24 seconds, completely on. These lights are solar and wouldn't flicker off. She even says so herself at 2 minutes and 8 seconds, almost a full minute before any of this happens.
Anywhere it's lit up, they have like solar lights.
The light that does this is only 3 markers over from where she returned the flowers and happens 20 seconds later. I think she's definitely being contacted and told thank you. Number 3. There's a scary sound coming from the ocean's deepest entrenchment, and no scientist knows what it is for certain. It starts off with a low rumble and ends with a high-pitched echo that sounds almost like a giant human saying something. So is this a whale, a secret message, the earth moving, or what? It happens in the Pacific Ocean at the Mariana Trench. Hopefully whatever it is never decides to surface. Number 2. It's 4 in the morning in Las Vegas when this woman approaches the house of someone she has never met before. 2 men close behind. She says something to one, but her head is turned. I don't understand what she says, but I do hear what they tell her. So this is what happens after she rings the doorbell, and I just have so many questions because the conversation's really sketchy.
Girl, ring that doorbell because I need some bread.
Who are you looking for?
Sorry to bother you, but do you have a loaf of bread or some bread?
No. I suggest going to the store.
Maybe they were going to rush the door as soon as he opened, but then again, maybe they are trying to keep a respectable distance from his property. I just can't believe they would really ask for an entire loaf like that without being up to something. They could have meant bread, as in money, but I don't know. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not follow button to find out? Number 1. A mother and daughter are shopping together when this complete stranger walks over and plucks her out of the cart. One moment she is looking her daughter in the eye, and the next she is watching her lift away. She doesn't even try to take her daughter back from him. At first, too stunned to speak, now he is giving her his phone and telling her to call the authorities. It makes no sense, and scariest of all is how the situation still looks somewhat normal. Another shopper casually walks by, vaguely sensing something is wrong, and the woman in orange has no idea. No one's helping. You can't see it from this angle, but the man is holding something else as well and seems to be making no sense, ranting about being watched by the president instead of making demands. This detective tries to negotiate demands and gets nowhere. Here's when the man lowers his gaze. With his attention distracted, the detective sees his chance, stands up and takes this person out. It's a tough decision, but from what I can tell, it was the only way she could have been spared. These videos are so
Wow, that guy has some issues. Alright. Lastly, we got watch these scary videos at your own risk. That looks welcoming.
These scary videos might be more than you can handle, so don't say you haven't been warned. Number 12. Hey, Chill's cousin here. This law enforcement agent looks like somebody you can trust, especially in a Virginian church in the small town of Midlothian. But something's off. He is...
I remember this. Oh, I remember this video. This guy's not actually a police officer. He's an armed assailant disguised as a police officer going into this church to commit mass murder.
supposed to be SWAT, but the very definition of that acronym is a team, not just one person. 2. He's not packing any heat. As it turns out, this person most likely entered the church at 4 in the morning to take the life of a fitness instructor who was by herself setting up for a program that morning. What can be said is that he pokes around the area suspiciously, almost like he's looking for her. She could have been hiding from him at this point for all that we know. He didn't take anything out of the church, and he has never been found. Number 11. Some people get the manager when their order is wrong. Some don't say anything at all, and some release live rodents as revenge. Or at least that's what one man did in New Jersey. The young boy who's with him has the most common sense, as he tries to stop it from happening but is too late. People scatter away from the rat and thankfully spare its life, at least from what I can tell. I hope nothing happened to it off camera because it didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, a lot of people are inside and they're at the register, so whoever did this probably chose one of their busiest hours to cause a maximum disruption to business. Tell me what you think should happen to this person now that you've seen everything. This definitely goes way too far in my opinion. As far as I could research, the person responsible has not been caught since this happened in February of 2019. Number 10. A girl stacks cups while her siblings watch, but apparently something else is watching too, as a little doll rises up for a closer look. The way it sits up looks like somebody has to be hiding behind the television, but it doesn't look like there's enough space for anybody to comfortably fit behind, not even a child. Maybe they ran something through the back of the cabinet to make the doll sit up. If that's not the case, then I think it's probably time to board up that room and sell the house. Number 9. This CCTV video captures some strange activity after hours, beginning with the pages of this magazine that move all on their own, almost like someone is flipping them just like any other day in the waiting room. You probably thought this was the work of a ghost, and I did too, but if so, then you and I are both wrong. In the center of the room forms a swirling tornado. Look at how the chairs move at exactly 1 minute. The ones in the eye of the storm are safe for a little bit longer. This is definitely a tornado and not the work of a spirit. But how does a tornado seemingly form in the middle of a room? Maybe this is a poltergeist destroying the whole building after all. Number 8. Blake Smith's Gaming Blitz has a haunted basement which I analyzed a while ago. Now the ghost has moved upstairs and other family members are starting to take notice. Some people claim to see a face peering between the blinds, but I think it's a reflection.
Can you see that? Please say you see that. See what? It move?
But forget about the window. Tell me what's going on with her backpack. It looks normal at 7 minutes and 3 seconds. Then she looks up, coughs, and suddenly it looks like a face. A face that only becomes clearer and rounder, more defined over the next 15 seconds.
Look at your bag. Do you see the face on your bag in the mirror? Do you see it? I had that on video, Nee! I got it on video!
A final rustling noise somewhere in the room freaks them both out and makes me wonder if they really are being watched by a little ghost girl who's all too near. Number 7. This regular looking red vacuum is anything but, as it cleans the whole room without any human assistance. There's no reflection on the floor to indicate that anyone is standing off camera. With that said, I'm almost sure someone is dangling a string overhead, but I don't see where the person could be standing. The way it moves at the beginning looks like someone pushed it into frame. The base never moves again, but then it does something really weird by turning off all by itself. Obviously someone could have just unplugged it from the wall, but I think I hear the power click off. Maybe it was just a switch on the wall, or maybe it was a spirit, one that was there all along. Number 6. Patrick Janssen goes into the basement to retrieve some belongings, among them a camera. When he sees something out of the corner of his eye, he decides to start recording all around him since he has his camera anyway, and he's surprised by what he finds. Here it is again in slow motion, a black shadow passing from left to right as he walks forward. A shadow that looks different than his own is shown here at 32 seconds, which looks normal and comes from the proper angle. So tell me if Patrick is just good at video editing, or if there's truly a shadow person in his home, because I think something could be living down there rent-free. Number 5. There's an alleged wolf cryptid that's said to roam the Allegheny National Park in Kane, Pennsylvania. The first sighting in 2017 describes it as tall, muscular, dark hair and strange legs. This newer sighting 2 years later at the same location does show a mysterious creature with long pointy wolf-like ears, but I'm not sure if it's real. First of all, when it takes a step at 44 seconds, the legs look normal and I'm pretty sure it's wearing clothes, not fur. Even the uploader of this video thinks it could have been a kid playing a joke. He says that the creature turned and ran after this video was taken, which I guess could have happened, but something about this video seems like it could have been made up, so I'm not exactly sure what to believe.
Yeah.
Number 4. A YouTuber named Mama Owl Paranormal has 2 odd CCTV home videos that I wanted to review. It's midnight when her dog Bossy wakes up right as an orb floats by, followed by 2 more, all traveling in the same direction. Exactly 20 seconds later is when the dog looks over where the orbs just were. Bossy is looking at the wardrobe where a spirit is possibly thought to be watching them. Earlier that day, Bossy had become fixated on this area of her room in particular. I think she's tracking something here, possibly something paranormal. Watch the dog's reaction as she comes out of the room. I feel like the dog is trying to warn her that this room doesn't feel safe. Notice how there are no orbs in this video, even though it's in the same room, so I don't think the orbs from the nighttime video were dust. Number 3. Ken 1082 catches what he claims is a mysterious light that's not part of a storm. It almost has to be a storm, but a user named Combat points out a strange and creepy figure standing in the doorway when the lightning flashes. The lights flicker on and off in the room to reveal a person who was apparently standing there the whole time. Let me know if you see them and what you think it was.
That's creepy.
This video was posted on the Chills Narrators subreddit, so I wanted to know what you make of it. Number 2. Kiera Bridget orders a mysterious box from the dark web, knowing fully well that it probably won't contain anything good. She hopes a surgical mask will protect her from any airborne contaminants, but she takes it off after getting through the first item, which I think is a little too early.
Okay, if I was gonna die, I would have died by now. If you didn't know, I was raised very, very, very religious, and stuff like this spooks me out.
Anyway, the next item is a sponge that looks like it could have been used to soak up a crime scene, though I think it's a prop because it's barely red at all in my opinion. After that is a popular trading card with a bite taken out of it, suggesting that whatever is in this box could spell out what happened to an unlucky child. By the middle of the unboxing, she is feeling rather anxious, especially after finding a corkscrew with human hair. Her camera goes out of focus when she tries to show us the hair, but the question remains, was this drilled into the scalp of whoever owned the kid's card? Next is a container of bleach, which thinking back to the sponge makes me think somebody definitely was cleaning a grisly scene, followed by a single piece of children's candy, which could have been used to lure somebody near. Overall, I don't know if this was somebody who actually did some messed up things or just somebody pretending, but both scenarios are messed up, so buy a box like this at your own risk. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe? YouTuber named Dave World. Number 1. A YouTuber named Dave World catches what in his words is a ghost standing in the middle of the road motionless. Or it could be a kid standing in the road to be weird, as somebody else points out. I thought this video looked familiar, and then I remembered this strange roadside encounter that Chills covered a while back. This is what a YouTuber named Joe Rob TV saw 2 years prior. I don't know if they are the same person or not, but both are standing with their arms behind their back in the exact same way and have a bizarre long neck and big ears, so there's a strong chance. One video has short sleeves and the other has long sleeves. A ghost doesn't change clothes, so I don't think it's a ghost. I'll keep looking for videos of this strange highway humanoid, who I'm gonna call the Long Neck Man, and keep you updated.
These events are tense.
Ooh. Okay. Whew. Those were some good ones. I'm genuinely freaked out by a lot of those. All I can say at this point is whew, I'm not well. Not well at all. But I am hungry. So I'm gonna go make me a quick dinner. I'm gonna make me a late dinner. Maybe a couple sandwiches or something like that. Snuggle up to my nice blanket and try to beat this insomnia, I guess. I don't know. But thank you all so much for joining me on this. Again, another great scary video compilation. Yeah. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next Saturday for another scary video stream. See you later.